Thank you.
यहाँ पर नाइट सफारी के सब के अंदर एक लाइट एंड साउंड का प्रोग्राम है जिसको हम लोग देखने आए हैं। मुंडई वाइल्ड लाइफ रिजर्व इसको कहते हैं और इसमें इस वाइल्ड लाइफ के जीवन के बारे में बताया जाएगा। इसको हम लोग बड़े आराम से बैठ गए हैं। यहाँ देखिए बहुत सारे लोग जो है ये हैं बैठ गए और देखिए हमारे बगल में हम लोग के कलीग गुप्ता जी भी साथ में हैं और इनका भी फ़ोटो देखिए। हालांकि मौसम ठीक है, थोड़ा अभी यहाँ फिर भी पसीने पसीने हो रहे हैं। तो हर लोग का अपना अपना ये होता है पसीना चलने का नहीं चलने का। और हम भी जो है यहाँ पर बैठे हैं जो कि इसका आनंद उठाने के लिए। और इसको देखिए यहाँ पर इतने सारे लोग जो है भीड़ भाड़ में है, लेकिन भीड़ भाड़ है लेकिन आनंद उठा रहे हैं। तो अब देखिए ये जो है यहाँ पर काफ़ी इतना शानदार दृश्य है। देख के लोग कितना मंत्रमुग्ध हो गए हैं। ये एंजॉय करता है इसको। नेचुरल ब्यूटी का आनंद उठाया जा रहा है। एक तरफ टिमटिमाता हुआ, दूसरे तरफ क्या बात है, कितना लोग खुशी से झूम उठे। और ये द क्रिएचर्स ऑफ द नाइट्स। तो ये देखिए पक्षी चहचहा रही है, लोग
As daylight slowly fades into dusk, a
यहाँ पे देखिए
transformation begins. A group of young kids arrive with yearning, searching for the last bit of food before they become for the night.
ले देखिए ये क्या है, लगता है पूरा टेंट है। नहीं आया चला गया। क्या मैंने इंसान अपने भी सीखता है, दूसरों को भी बहुत बेहतर से। ये देखो ना पक्षी भी निकली, जैसे उस जगह से लगा उस तरह से दूसरे जगह लगा के ऊपर हम लोग के सर के ऊपर भी जो है पक्षी गुजर रही है। देखिए यह अद्भुत नज़ारा, अद्भुत। इसका कुछ भी मैंने कह नहीं सके इतना कितना अद्भुत नज़ारा है सच में। ये अपने आंखों से देखना और वीडियो में देखना दोनों बहुत बड़ी बात है। वाह, वेरी गुड।
As the last rays of sunlight fade into darkness, a whole new world of mysterious and fascinating animals await. Welcome to the creatures of the night.
Hello everyone! Hi, good evening, and welcome to the Night Safari. My name is Kenzie, and as you might guess, I am a wildlife photographer. Now tonight, myself and my friends are going to take you on a journey to discover animals that you might have never seen before. So think back, a few minutes ago, we had these guys, we had Viva and Samu, the big pigs, and they were followed by Braveheart outside the mountain. Two amazing species of animals, and we are just getting started. But before we continue, I do have a few very simple requests that I hope you can comply with, and this will help us to go along smoothly and have a lot of fun along the way, alright? So first things first, I'm sure you can see there are a few staircases here. Your staircases 1, 2, 3, 4, they're brightly lit up, very hard to miss. Once we begin proper, please do not sit on them, do not stand on them, and do not walk up and down them. So I will need you to find a seat on the bench. Thank you very much. Now this leads me into our next message, which is wherever you're sitting right now, just remain right there. Do not get up halfway and change seats or move around. Those of you with young kids, I completely understand. Yes, they may feel a little bit bored, want to stretch their legs, but please keep them seated with you at all times. Now, last but not least, as I'm sure you're very aware, the animals here at the Night Safari, they are nocturnal animals. So any sudden flashes or bright lights from the cameras may scare them, startle them, and may distract them. We cannot have that happen. So what I need from all of you is right now, check your phones, check your cameras, any recording device that you have with you, and make sure that the flash function is switched off. Can you do that for me? Thank you very much. Now, with all of that said and out of the way, I have one final question. Are you ready to meet some remarkable animals? Doesn't really sound like it. Let's try this one more time. Are you ready to meet some remarkable animals? That is more like it. So you know what? Let's see what else is in store for us on our nocturnal adventure. Come on, let's go. That, right? You know what? That sounds very familiar. Hey, I thought it was you, Nanya. Everyone, please meet Nanya, the Binturong. Now, he looks a little bit like a cross between a bear and a cat, right? But these animals, what I want you to take a look at is that really long tail. This tail is almost as long as his entire body and is incredibly strong. I'll touch on that in just a bit. Now, it acts as a fifth limb. It is a prehensile tail, and what that means is that they are able to grasp with it, they can hang down from it, and they can reach for rather tasty treats, just like what I have right here, which is a little bit of banana in his favorite food. So, there you go, that was pretty quick. Okay, give me the answer for lasagna. There you go. Very nicely done. I think that deserves a big round of applause. Amazing, right? Now, Binturongs like Nanya, they can be found in South and Southeast Asia, but their numbers are declining. Deforestation is taking over their homes, so we need to remember, no tall, healthy, beautiful trees, no Binturongs. And kind of begs the question, like, yeah, I mean, they're kind of cool looking and everything, but why is it so important for us to save them? Well, let me tell you, these animals, they eat a lot of fruit, which means that they disperse a lot of seeds. This helps the forest to grow. So let's not lose one of Asia's most beautiful animals. Alright, now I want to take you back to that prehensile tail. Let me go back to what I said just now. Watch this video. Now this tail is incredibly strong. It's able to withstand the entire body weight, which in Nana's case is about 15 kilograms. Can you imagine the amount of power, the muscle just in that tail alone? It is absolutely incredible. And if you would like to see more Bidrons, well, do not fret, this is not the only place where you can see one. Straight after this, hop on over to the Night Safaris Leopard Trail and you might be able to spot a few, but you need to keep your eyes wide open. They're pretty hard to spot at night. Alright, now moving on. We're going to continue our adventure and we're going to take it to the skies. What's that? Owl? Hey, you know what? I think you're right. That does sound like a three-horned owl. Where is it coming from? No, you know what? I thought no, the problem is they're often heard, but they're very rarely seen. Oh, hi there, everyone. This is our third expert, Pavitra.
Hello, Kenzie. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
All right.
I bet you know who is making all that noise, right?
Oh yes, I do. So that is actually Midnight, the Malay fish owl, and she's right over there.
Where? Oh, there. Yes, indeed. Now, Midnight is the beautiful Malay fish owl that you see with Jared the trainer over there. Now, owls in general, they rely on a very keen sense of hearing to search for their food. And fun fact about Malay fish owls, they are pretty fond of water, so what you can see them doing is standing in shallow pools and they will just wait for their food to swim on by. Now remember what I said at the very start? Do you remember? I said, please do not stand and do not use any flash photography. Thank you very much. Now, Midnight over here was actually hatched right in the Jurong Bird Park, which is now known as Bird Paradise. Ever since then, she has been with us. Looks like the rain might be picking up. So of course these are all external factors that might disrupt the behavior a little bit. So we're just going to wait and see if Midnight wants to fly for us tonight. I will ask you once again, we have everyone seated down. Please do not stand up even for small children, because this is that owls have very sharp talons, very sharp beaks, so you do not want to be in Midnight's flight path if she does fly. So I'm going to give it another chance. No? Alright, well you know what, it looks like Midnight is not going to fly for us tonight. But the good thing about all of our presentations is that we don't force our animals, so we let them do what they want to do. They're the boss of us. But that's alright. Now we're going to bring Midnight up on stage instead, and all of you will take a look. Now, Malay fish owls, they're one of the most common species of owls, which can be found right here in Singapore.
Alright, that is true. Now, my personal favorite of an owl will be their wing tips. Super soft. So soft when they fly, the brain they are hunting and never hear them coming. Also, the reason why they are really good friends to the farmers. They keep the rodent numbers down.
That's absolutely right. And you know what? At that point, I think we can say goodbye to Midnight, the Malay fish owl, and our very patient trainers. We have Jared and we have Pavitra. Alright, well you can see every presentation is different, and tonight we're going to have another owl coming out to show us a very special skill that owls have, and that is the way that they turn their head. So here comes Peter, the trainer, along with a very handsome boy called Oscar. Now Oscar is the Eurasian eagle owl and one of the largest species of owls in the world. As the name suggests, they can be found in Europe as well as some parts of Asia. While they're commonly seen in places like forests and mountains, they can be spotted in cities looking for rodents in landfills. Now, I want to let you in on a little information, alright? I'm sure all of you know that owls can do that head turn, right? I can't do it, but it's like a major head turn, right? But do you know why? Not a lot of people do know why, but let me tell you, it is because their eyes can't move left to right or up and down like yours and mine can. So you can try it right now, especially with the kids. You can move your eyes, right? But owls, they can't do that. So that is why they have to turn their heads to take a look around their surroundings. Pretty interesting, right? So you know what, at this point, I think I'm going to ask all of you a very quick question. So I'm going to ask you, if you don't know the answer, especially for the children, do not worry, just shout and scream as loud as you can. This is your chance to get on your parents' nerves, alright? I give you permission. Alright, so let me ask my question. How many degrees do you think an owl can rotate its head? 360? 360, anything else? Don't even put your hand, don't even be polite, just shout it out. 270, is that right? Anything else? 240. Is that what you said? Okay, good. 180. Alright, the children are really taking over tonight. What are the grown-ups here? What do you think? 180 this side. Very, very quiet. What do you all think? 180. 180, okay, let's have one more. Anything else? 270? Okay, very interesting. So we have a few different answers. We have 180, 270, 360. I'm not going to tell you which is correct. Minta is not going to tell you which one is correct. Instead, Oscar is going to show us. So take it away, Oscar. Did you catch it? Alright, you know what? Let's do that one more time.
देखिए ये जो है 360 डिग्री घूम जाता है, मुड़ी को घुमा देता है, बहुत बड़ी बात है।
Now, 270 is the correct answer, 360 is a very common misconception. And you know what? On that note, thank you very much for the very handsome Oscar the Eurasian Eagle Owl, and thank you, Minta! Bye-bye! That is one amazing bird, absolutely incredible to look at. And you know what? That head turning gets me every single time. I'm going to watch it just one more time, so come on, watch it with me. Asia, we're going to head on over to Africa to meet a really good friend of mine. His name is... sorry about that. His name is Foxtrot and he is incredibly cute. It's not what he sounds like. He's really cute. Okay, just hold on. Minta, Pavitra, just give us a minute, alright? It is just our little bundle of pepperpots. This is Foxtrot, along with his trainer Chloe. Now don't be fooled by his really small size. These animals are packed with a lot of really cool adaptations, just like those really big ears, which help them to cool off in the hot desert, but also helps them to list out for prey, even those hiding underground. Now you can already see he's done a few jumps for us. These animals are able to jump directly up into the air, and this helps them to evade predators. Now another thing that helps them to evade predators would be their amazing agility. So we're going to show off just a little bit of this agility right now. Foxtrot is rather playful, so his agility would help him to evade predators but also to catch fast-moving prey. And I think That is absolutely amazing. Now we have another adaptation to show all of you tonight, and that would be their sharp and curved claws. This allows them to dig around in the desert sand, looking for things like small insects, small mammals, and even arachnids like scorpions. Look at this boy go, nicely done. Now how many of you here think that foxtrot is incredibly cute? He's adorable, right? I will touch on why that might be a problem in just a bit. But for now, thank you very much to Foxtrot Fred Fox along with Chloe. Thank you very much. Now, you know, I absolutely agree with all of you here tonight. Fennec foxes are incredibly cute, but let me tell you why that might be a problem. Now, these animals, they originally come from really harsh environments. So this makes them tough animals, right? But they're still vulnerable to us humans. Why? Because every single year, they're captured from the wild, kept in cages, and then sold into the international pet trade. After which, they're often treated like domestic cats and dogs. This should not be the case. These animals are not meant to be domesticated. They are wild animals and should be treated as such. So please, let's treat animals with a little bit more respect. Now, for this next animal, you know, I kind of like the vibe of hearing from all of you, asking you questions. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to give you some clues. You tell me what the next animal is, all right? So first clue, this animal is black. But it's also white. It's spiky all over, and it sounds a little bit like this. That is the sound of rattling quills, and they do that when they feel startled or threatened. So tell me, what do you think this animal is? Snake. I have never seen a snake with spikes, but I might be wrong. Yeah, I might be wrong. Anything else? Porcupine? I think you're absolutely right. Because here comes our very own Indian crested porcupine. This is Indra. So they can be found in Southeast Asian places like India, obviously, Bangladesh, and even the Himalayas. Now, he looks really big, right? Take a look at this. Amazing! That, ladies and gentlemen, was collapsible quills. Why do they have this? Well, this is because they like to hide in hollow burrows and logs. So collapsible quills makes this absolutely possible. Your spotlight is on. Can we have it switched off? Thank you very much. Off you go, sweetheart. Now, they are the largest species of rodents which can be found in India. If you're not sure what a rodent is, well, think rats, mice, capybaras. They're all part of the same family. All right, bye-bye, Angel. Bye-bye. An amazing animal just to look at, right? And of course, once again, if you want to see more Indian crested porcupines, make your way over to the leopard trail. Right after this, you'll see more mintrows and more Indian crested porcupines. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a quick question. Do you think we've seen some remarkable animals tonight? Absolutely, we saw a fennec fox, we saw porcupine, we saw mintrow, but unfortunately, there are many more animals out there which we may never get a chance to see again.
The animals we met tonight and countless others share this planet with us. They take what they need and live in harmony with nature. We humans must learn to do the same. We all have only one home, Earth. And it is our job to protect it. Each of us can make a difference. Because the biggest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on this evening's night walk. My name is Kenzie. I have been your wildlife photographer. On my right hand side, we have